There's a couple of things that we do. We look at quality and we look at data. So with regards to quality, we have quite a comprehensive supported employment action plan that our quality team will review on, I think it's a quarterly basis, looking at actions to improve our service, looking at our paperwork, processes, client journey, and always looking for improvement. And I think that that's really important. So we've got the quality element of it. We've also got data and performance of a contract. And we, on some of our contracts, collect quite a lot of data.
For us, this is about having a system, a robust system that and process that allows us to capture the data that is important and that is needed for all parts of the business. So thinking about the delivery, so thinking about an individual member of our team that are supporting people to find work, having a system that allows them to be able to capture the information they need about that individual and to revisit that to see what actions were set, for example, a place to securely keep the vocational profile and update that, an area where they can see the progress that is being made and then report that back to the referring team or to the family or the individual. So it's important that it works from that side of things. But then, of course, for us to be able to report business data back to commissioners, for example, a system that records all of that data and allows us to run an accurate report, as easily and as quickly as possible.
So we have a central management information system which all staff have access to and use. It's also a caseload management system as well. So all contact, any change of destination, all interventions that we then implement for our job seekers and the people that we support, all gets logged on that central management information system. From that management information system, we can then pull various reports. What we do is we build that into a dashboard, and that dashboard will then have various different performance results and give us various different levels of information that we then may need to, say, influence our practice, influence stakeholders, funders perhaps, or just looking at how we're performing against some of those contractual obligations that we have, say, with X funder.
And we'll use this to monitor performance, where we're at each month, where we might be struggling, and data can be used to help identify things like training needs of staff. So to give an example, we record employer engagement, and if we notice that somebody hasn't got a job outcome for a while and a lot of their employer engagement is being done over the phone rather than going out and speaking to employers, we can use that data to say, oh, there could be a bit of a training need there, and we can use that to help train the staff better and therefore help get better outcomes for the people who we're working with.
Yeah, so in terms of improving the service, we use it in a number of ways. So the first way, it would be used in supervision. So line managers would be able to run a report that shows them what activity has been done with each of the clients. It's about being able to monitor the individual member of staff and do that in a supportive way so that we can support them with that progression. It's also about us being able to look at the data for all the people we're supporting. So we can look at things like how long it has taken for someone to progress and for someone to go into work, for example, and then we can look at how long are they staying in work as well. And the system that we use allows us to record all of the employee engagement data, so we can look at the conversion rate, so how many employers have we spoken to, and how many employers are now working with us, either offering work experience or supported internship. So that allows us to look at how efficient we are in every area of supported employment, and then look at how, what the gaps are and how we can improve, and then being able to monitor that improvement as well through the data that we're capturing. And then of course being able to show that data and that progression to commissioners as well is hugely beneficial.
So there has to be a balance between the performance results that we are displaying on our dashboard that are against or that hit our contractual obligations. So that could be the various outputs that we're required to hit. So demographic information, how many people that we support that are, say, over the age of 50. We may have some KPIs set against us from our contract, within our contract around how many people that we have to support with certain levels of diagnosis. But we also then have to balance that against model fidelity. So then we're not fully being driven by what we need to do from a contractual perspective, and actually that we're still hitting model fidelity, that we've got a range of people going into different sectors, that our job outcomes are sustainable, and that people that are going into work are staying in work. We have to look at our job matching. How successful are we at job matching? All of these types of all of the results that we draw down from our management information system influences ultimately our practice. What we then do is we then have various different task groups that sit within the service. So we look at engagement, for example. We look at the results, we look at our demographic information. Is that matched against what our contract is saying, but also is it balanced against our local demographics? If it's not, then what our engagement task group do is then address that. They will then put together an action plan and that could include further training for staff. It might be that we need to engage better with certain partners to then drive, say, over 50s, people that are over the age of 50 that are then being referred into the service. With our engagement task group would then look at, well, where are those people engaged with? Where are those people going to be based? What do we then need to do to then engage with those people so then they ultimately feel safe and able to then refer into the service? We then come back, say, in a couple of months' time. Has that action plan had any impact on our results? We draw down those reports from our management information system, and then we're able to then analyze the success rate of that